cause I be bustin' the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about the paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be bustin' the dope moves.
You ain't finished yet, man?
Nah, you just try to take my side. I'll be the one telling you Samurai this ain't real. Ain't that what I said in that beginning of that conversation?
What I'm explaining to y'all is this. Listen, I want y'all to hear me. They start talking about migrations coming out of Africa between 50 and 80,000.
You Samurai and ninjas is real, and I told you it was fake, but now you're trying to tell me it's fake.
Ninja is real, y'all.
What type of shit?
Ninjas were assassins for a fucking government. They were real. They were a real thing.
Now listen, ninjas is real because if a nigga dressed up like a ninja right now,
no, that's not why they're
you want to
real.
say that
Okay,
nigga
y'all.
was a ninja.
Listen, y'all.
That's why they real. But other than that, nah, y'all, no, I ain't with it.
Ninjas were government fucking agents.
They were either farmers or they wasn't nothing, bro.
No, they wasn't, y'all. That's bullshit. He talking about the art and ninjutsu.
It's just people. It was supposedly a group going against the Shogun. You know what I'm saying? Shogun, they fake, bro.
No.
That was a whole army.
No.
He cut niggas' heads off, bro.
All you gotta do.
Yeah, they might have been.
Listen, y'all. He's saying they fake, right? Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, they might have been what you said.
I'm about to call his bluff again. I want to ask him. I just want to ask him real quick. What does samurai mean? What is the samurai? The Bushido, right?
Yeah.
Who was the Bushido's biggest enemy?
I think the other Bushido.
Incorrect, y'all. It would be the shinobi.
I mean, it could be anybody.
It would be the ninja, the shinobi.
What the fuck?
Shinobi
yo, my
is a
nigga play
ninja.
too many cartoons, yo.
Here,
he played too much, bro.
I'm about to bust him in the head, y'all. Get ready for this.
You play too much,
ninja,
yo. You funny.
AKA shinobi were specialized assassins,
nah, that's the real name.
Saboteurs, and secret agents of medieval Japan warfare. Done. He's finished, y'all. He just said they were fake.
Nah, Shinobi's not real either. No, guy.
Give this man a round of applause. He just said that ninjas were fake.
Nope. I ain't say they was fake, but the concept that you're thinking about is fake.
All right, y'all, I'm done with it. Niggas,
hold on. Let me clarify.
All you need is a little. Now he got clarified, so that means let me change my fucking response.
No, I'm talking to you. You saying that it was niggas dressed in all black, just running around with swords?
No, stop. Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there.
No,
stop saying what the fuck I'm saying, you corny ass nigga. Speak for yourself.
That's what you talking about.
Speak for yourself.
That's what you talking about.
Yo, speak for yourself. Don't speak for me.
So this
yo. Don't speak for me. Say your piece. Don't say what Brock is saying.
You edit it.
What Brock is saying is this. See, y'all already edited because he fucked up, y'all. I already edited it because he fucked up. Listen, y'all. He said the ninja was fake.
You just edited it now?
And I said to it, y'all, I said that a ninja comes from Japan.
It was niggas throwing stars and with fucking katanas. Stop, yo.
Listen, y'all. He's telling
they farmers, bro.
He's trying to show y'all.
Going against
he's giving y'all the American movie depiction of a ninja.
No, that's what you're doing. I'm trying to get you far away from that.
That's not what I'm doing, y'all. I just read to y'all the definition of ninjas.
I mean, ninjutsu was only created, at the most 150 years ago. So, whatever he's talking about...
we just found that the
whatever he's talking about...
The samurai...
Whatever he's talking about...
What I'm talking about...
Whatever he's talking about, it's fake as fuck.
Paco, can you do some math? 2020 minus 1,870.
I gave you the proof that you wanted. That shit is new.
2020 minus 1,870.
What?
What is it?
Say it again. I want to listen to your numbers. Go ahead.
2020 minus 1,870. All right,
2,000.
I'll answer it, y'all. Let's skip all.
Go ahead. Because you already had it. I can't hear your numbers.
Let's skip all the bullshit. Listen, y'all. That's 150 years. So the point I'm making is this. The only point I'm making is that's...
And Shinobi still didn't exist. Go ahead.
Shinobi did exist.
It never existed, bro.
It did.
Not in the way you think.
I just said that they were assassins for the government.
The Crow clan did not exist.
I just said that they were
assassins
for the government. What are you talking about?
I mean, you talking about a spy or something?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not giving you an alternate meaning. I'm not. The term ninja. The term ninja.
You really are.
Even though they make up ninja movies, and ninja video games, the term ninja, the Japanese word for it.
There you go.
The Japanese word for it is shinobi. Just like the Japanese word for samurai. Paco, samurai, is that a Japanese word, Paco?
What?
Is samurai a Japanese word?
Not really, no.
It's European, right?
Yeah.
So is ninja.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about the Bushido and the shinobi.
Yes.
So the shinobi was the assassin.
The shinobi wasn't wearing. The only thing I'm saying is it didn't look like what we talking about.
Doesn't matter what he wore. We're talking about his job description. His job description was to sneak and kill shit.
They were farmers.
No, they weren't.
They were
government trained killers. What you're talking about is the art of ninjutsu being taught to farmers throughout warfare. When they were
it definitely wasn't called that. It definitely wasn't called that. But go ahead. That comes from what they thought a ninja was. But go ahead.
No, it's not. These are the people, Paco. Japan.
Yeah, Zeus exists too.
That's religion. We talking about actual
things. It's the same thing.
No,
you talking about the same thing,
No, it's not, because the samurai existed. They worked for the government. The ninja existed. They worked for the government. And there were lineages.
Like I said, if a spy came with some ninja shit on now, that's a ninja.
Let's do it like this. Ninja, a.k.a. shinobi, were the specialized assassins, saboteurs, and secret agents of medieval Japan warfare who were highly trained proponents of martial arts, especially what later became known as ninjutsu, or the art of the ninja. These special forces, they were special forces in the military, were adept at disguise, deception, and assaulting enemy positions and stronghold, usually at night when they moved like shadows in their traditional dark clothing. Employed from the 15th century CE.
How you a ninja working for the government, dude? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man?
Paco, the samurai
the
samurai work for the government too.
Yeah, they do.
So did the ninja.
Not the fucking ninja.
So did the ninja. Paco,
oh my God,
you can't have an army and a navy and an air force.
No, you can't have a ninja working for the government, bro.
Why?
You can have a spy working for the government.
Why can't you have a spy? If you teach that spy ninjutsu, is he a ninja?
Like I said, it only came out 200 years ago, so if you're talking about today, I won't say you're right.
Paco,
back in the day, there was no such thing.
Back then, if they was raising up groups of, as you called them, spies in the art of ninjutsu.
Nothing working for the government got nothing to do with ninjutsu. Nothing.
200 years ago, as you
said, nothing.
Like you said, 200 years ago, if the Japanese government was raising up ninjas raising up, as you called them, spies in the art of ninjutsu, are they ninjas?
You mean boy like that was working with Malcolm X that was in the next to him?
No. All right. Let me ask you this. If the emperor said, "Get me the samurai," would they go? If he said, "Get me the Bushido," would they go and bring him the shinobi?
No, nigga, they gonna bring him that nigga with the helmet.
They gonna bring him the Bushido, right?
Yeah,
so if
nigga.
the emperor say, "Get me the shinobi," are they gonna bring him the Bushido?
They gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
So
let me get this right. The
people of Japan. So let me get this right. The people of Japan say in their language, this is what they call ninjas, and you're calling them liars. It didn't exist.
No, they didn't.
But they're saying they
didn't. I'm saying things like that happened.
No,
absolutely.
No, they're saying
there wasn't no Pacific plan.
No.
Or nothing that was. They might have had fighting styles that they got it from.
But it wasn't a fighting style. It was a group of people who was employed by the government.
Nah, nigga, they was farmers.
No, they wasn't. It just said they wasn't farmers. It said that they was specially trained, motherfucking special forces.
What you think ninja weapons is, my G? Like, all right, man, you that dumb. I don't get it.
Employed from the 15th century CE onwards, ninjas, because of their lengthy secret training and specialized
Can we stop there? It's still not right.
Ninjas, because of their lengthy secret training.
You talking about the actual fake samurai army they got a couple centuries ago?
Ninjas,
that's what you talking about.
Their lengthy secret training and specialized schools and
you talking about new ninjutsu shit?
Ninjas, because of their lengthy secret training and specialized schools and mysterious anonymity, have acquired a perhaps exaggerated reputation for fantastic.
I ain't talking about the 15th century, so you might be right, bro. You might be right. It might back in the 15th century. You might be right. I never heard of no. That's some real shit. Then that's niggas shooting with like muskets. Nah, they ain't have muskets yet, but that's some cannon fire, bro. That's some they better stop that. They better stop that. Well, yeah, you might be right on some new shit. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
You talking about them, not them Bushy. You ain't talking about the Bushy. You talking about them samurai boys.
Nah, the Bushido was the 12th century.
You talking about them.
So like
you talking about that Japanese army,
like
bro.
I said, bro, they like 300 years apart.
Well, if you want some new shit, because I don't like all this new samurai madness and stuff you talking about, I don't know nothing else. I do know about them, but
part of the military. It's like the people that you got up front with a shield and a spear, and the people you got in the back with the bows. They just different branches.
Absolutely, you don't know that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying about the ninja and the
but
samurai.
That's not the original. That's you.
I didn't say it was. I just said it was a real thing.
You talking about a couple. Maybe.
Now you changing the argument. I never said it was the original.
I'm not changing the argument. I'm telling you that I never heard of nothing back in the day that had nothing to do with no shinobi shit, no samurai shit for that matter.
Shinobi, and they'll tell you that was just another. Like I told you.
Dog, I got that in the book 100 times.
I told you.
I know. I done looked up 50 different things about that. Probably more than that, bro. You're not telling me that.
So
please don't tell. Please make sure that's not what you're telling me.
What I'm saying is, why you say they ain't exist?
I went so deep. They told me it was fake, bro.
So why you say they was fake 10 minutes ago?
Because you talking about some new shit, bro. You talking about some actual 100 to 200 year stuff. Like, hey, I don't know nothing about all this new stuff, bro.
Pac, do you know that the samurai was abolished?
You talking about them boys wearing them headbands and them like that leather vest stuff in black?
Nah,
not really. You talking about some
wearing anything? I'm just talking about a group of people.
You ain't talking about no dudes in the old school armor on, bro, with some metal shit and the motherfucking. You ain't. Nah, you talking about niggas dressed alike, nigga, and white headbands, bro.
You hear how you sound right now, right? I'm giving you the warning.
Niggas dressed up in outfits, nigga.
Doesn't matter if they had an outfit.
You talking about real military, like or new school shit with swords, nigga.
So
I'm cool. I don't know, maybe.
So if Shaka Zulu people didn't have metal on their chest, they wasn't real warriors or something?
No, I'm talking about the old school rusty helmets, my nigga, with all of them had the crescent moon on the top.
I understand that you like the samurai.
I'm talking about the Torah under the helmet, nigga. I'm talking some real life samurai stuff in Japan, bro. I'm not talking about a Japanese military from a couple hundred years ago, nigga, that had on black leather, nigga.
Samurai are.
I mean, you right in that sense, yeah. That's not what we all consider to be what we be talking about. Like when you say samurai, that's not what they talking about.
So
but yeah.
It says that from the peaceful Edo era of 1603 to 1868, they became stewards and chamberlains of the daimyo's estates, gaining managerial experience and education. So what I'm saying is,
the daimyo, there you go. So you right. You right. It's fish grease.
So what I'm saying is they all is on top of each other, Pop.
They not though. That's where they got the culture from. The older ones, they just kept it going. You know what I mean? They liked how that shit flowed. So they just throwing some some black leather, a white headband, bro.
That's like saying Kung Fu.
And everybody had like this black helmet. I mean, the black helmet was tight, bro. It was tight, but
what I'm saying to you is this. What I'm asking you is this.
You know, the Dio's nigga, his hair was fly. Nigga had on like a box hat, my nigga. Come on, bro. Like I know what you saying. Yeah. Then we can go saying. Why would they even call themselves samurais? But yeah, you got it.
They didn't. That's what white folks
I didn't think they did neither, though. I don't even think they did. You're right.
That's what white folks called. They called themselves Bushido.
They on some biting shit, but yeah, they probably kept the name.
But that's what
I'm talking about the niggas who had them big raiding staffs, nigga. I'm talking about the niggas that had them big ass heads, nigga, with them big old rusty helmets, nigga. All of them. And they wasn't to play. They was smacking niggas, doggy. Like on the battlefield, no guns, nigga, just right on top of your fucking head, nigga. I'm talking about them dudes, man. You talking about the Dalus, nigga. I'm running from the delusional, so yeah, I ain't fucking with him neither though. I ain't even roll with it. But maybe some dudes did dress up in black, you know what I'm saying, and slid down a chimney or something.
Before that, I never said that. Only thing I'm saying is it exists.
Like I said, if I dressed up like it, that's the same thing. If I dressed up like one today and want to take something out, that's the same thing.
Just like it's the one battle. It's the one battle right there by fucking Italy and all that shit. They was using boats, man. You know how long boats been around?
Yeah.
So I just don't be understanding. Like, you can like, you can like what's the name more, cuz I don't have nothing against it. But at the end of the day,
hold on, one more question. Was Sub-Zero and what, like, let me know. Scorpion was like, get over here.
You're confusing the way they make karate characters look with what a real ninja was. Nobody said that those people were real ninjas. They're fake characters that don't exist.
That's facts.
That's based off of ancient pictures that they seen from Japan where people was all blacked up and you can only see their eyes. Just like Bruce Lee and them used to do it in their movies, remember? They didn't just do it in their movies because it was some fake shit. They did it
by your definition, it wouldn't be true.
Asia. White people, look at the pictures white folks got in museums from Asia. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see a motherfucker doing a kick in the air that looked like fucking Liu Kang.
And one more thing. What government hired out ninjas other than, I don't even think Cobra had, he had a form of government, but when did you ever see that?
What?
A ninja was working for like a government other than Snake Eyes. Like,
the only time they ever existed in life. I mean, but you got to
seen that, bro.
You got to understand what employment means. Employment means you was paid. That don't mean that, like, what I want you to understand is...
That's a spy, then, right?
Not by definition. Spying might be one of his job descriptions, but that wouldn't, just because you do one thing, if you do other things, it don't make you the one thing.
So he sneak in, like, underwater with the bamboo stick, that type of stuff?
I don't know what he did, but what I know is, from what I have read, is that ninjas sometimes had the responsibility of stopping shit from going down before, like, they were cheaters. You want to call somebody a cheater? They would send, they'll send three ninjas. Exactly, they send three ninjas to the motherfucking your fucking kingdom, and they will sneak in your motherfucking building by hook or crook, and they'll fucking kill your king in his sleep. And that,
because the samurai, they live by like a code, even though they probably won't cut you down.
Okay, I give you that. I admit that. The samurai had way more honor than the ninja. Because remember, the first samurai, before they was even part of any, like, I ain't even going to say first, but I believe the Bushido code, as you would say, was being used when these people was public servants, before they even had the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Before they even had the armor. The government...
They wore it on their head, for sure, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like, they was public servants. But then, when you see how fierce they was training their people, they was kind of mercenaries too.
Yeah.
Because they was being employed by the government.
But that's kind of where it would come from, but yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, like, the farmers you talking about, once ninjutsu had grew throughout the fucking land, and a farmer's great-great-grandfather was a ninja, and he taught it to his son to protect himself, who taught it to his son, who taught it to his son, and then...
Nah, it's like, you remember how they teach you about the Brazilian jiu-jitsu stuff? Like, remember, I mean, not the Brazil, not that, but the Cappadocia, how bull will come, collect that bread like a baron over in England or something.
Yeah.
The bull, them samurai to come collect that shit. And they be like, nah, nigga, like, you probably cut down your uncle or something.
Offerings, nigga.
Yeah. And they better have that.
Absolutely.
That they lose, nigga.
Yeah, or else.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
And they kind of got to sneak learning that hot stuff, you know what I'm saying? Different styles from what they learned already. Like somebody knew.
Farmers fought back.
Mm-hmm.
Because of a corrupt government. And that's what I'm saying. That same corrupt government gets scared sometimes. Like my boy, the only nigga who I really did extensive work on over there is the boy Yi Shun Shin, the naval general. Listen, man.
And,
it would be shit.
And you can't mess with them because they was like they had rivers and shit. Nigga, they had flowers falling like in karate movies, bro. You don't want
This is what that last samurai bullshit was about.
Man, that's what we gotta go back to because that's that evil shit, bro.
That's where last samurai come from. When the Europeans
and they had a code like a mandate to heaven. It's called the mandate to heaven.
Oh no.
So if you get got, you got. You next nigga up. If the day lose, you got. If a chick smashed him, hit him with a needle or something, the next boy up. The kingdom don't even trip. That shit crazy, bro. You meant to have it then. It's crazy.
I just know.
That was government.
I know that them motherfuckers was over there fighting something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And they ran the black people out first.
They did us for, and like, man, y'all don't want to know that.
And I ain't gonna say
all of them ran them
out. I ain't gonna say all of them ran them out. Some of
them.
They
dealt with them clean, bro.
Yeah, a lot of them. Absolutely.
Clean, bro.
Told them and everything.
Yeah. Quick. Like, that wasn't the game, yo. That wasn't the game.
Gave Europeans motherfucking gunpowder and it was checkmate.
Yeah.
Everybody was fucked up.
But Japanese is the most complicated history because they was just going to the war with them boys since 94, bro. That was it.
The Mongolians, nigga, they don't play.
That's it. That's what, like, they was going to war, bro.
Don't nobody play with the Mongolians. They call them a horde.
That's how it was.
I bet.
But that's my favorite story. Yeah, you gotta look up. You gotta look up Cambodia, man. Just that what them niggas was doing, man. That shit inspiring today. Like they had so much money, they would just erect all this ill stuff, and that's the stuff we see today. You ever see them Buddha statues that be high and looking all crazy? They got 5 different faces and 4 different, and that shit is crazy. But boy had so much bread, he just was building that whole country up. I don't even think he was from there. He just had so much bread, he done conquered something, and he just started building up. And he's bringing all these different cultures together, all this Buddhism and Hindu stuff, and they was the fighters. Like they act like it be Thailand or some these niggas with some warriors, bro. And they had them chicks, bro.
Yo, and everybody over there was humbling, bro.
Some people say the mines, but them dudes right there, and then them people kept trying to they kept going over with them. They would have fun just taking hordes of them out, bro. And then they had to put another statue up laughing at them, and they was tired of it, my G.
I tell people the Mongolians ain't no joke, because the biggest wall on earth was built to keep them out.
Yeah.
And when you look at the size
them did it.
If you look at the size of that wall, you know them motherfuckers wasn't playing.
I don't even think it was to keep them out.
They had, yes it was. The Chinese built the wall to keep the Mongolians out.
Yeah. But I believe half of that story, and sometimes I think it was worse because the Caucasus joints right there.
But that's what I'm saying. Mongolian is a mix of that. Mongolian,
yeah, it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's the north.
And it makes sense.
Northwest Asia.
You kind of.
They got.
Yeah, you kind of.
They had territory in what we call today the Middle East, all the way straight, banging on China's wall. They shit.
That's why you might be more right than me.
They
on this one.
That far, cuz. From the Middle East to fucking China's door.
Yeah. I believe your story more than mine, but yeah.
And you know how long they was trying to get in, because look how long it took them to build that fucking wall.
Mm-hmm. That joint ill too, man. I want to visit that joint.
Years to build.
That joint is sick.
There ain't nothing like it on Earth. Not the fucking wall. That's where they get the joint Goku be running on.
Mm-hmm. And it killed Titan. What's that joint called?
Oh, Attack on Titan, yup.
Yo, remember the Titans, guys? Like, that joint crazy.
Yup, you noticed that shit too. It is the wall, always, yeah. That's crazy.
The babies don't play, fam. Real smoke.
Yeah, the little ones be on some shit.
Yeah,
The little ones come for you.
They coaches so ill though. Like when they had it all together, the Warriors are something else. But when you get into the palace, nigga, and you just chilling on them bricks and them flowers and that shit, and get them niggas going kung fu, bro, you be chilling like a villain, bro. They used to chill, fam. But it was peaceful, kind of. And you see the I ain't gonna say the Middle East, but Europe ain't never went on with them.
Nah.
You see that? They ain't want nothing with them.
They ain't nice with them.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm. They made friends out of them. Absolutely. They made fucking friends out of him. Just like Xerxes. They bitched up to him.
You know, they would have did if King Arthur came on a little ass horse. They'd have blew that boy up.
Ain't no question. Ain't no question.
Man.
It's just like Xerxes though. They bowed the knee. I think I ain't gonna hold you. My man, I feel as though my man bowed the knee. Hannibal. Cause after they raped
Nah, he was one of the biggest issues.
He was.
For sure.
But he had an alliance with Persia, yo.
Yeah.
He had an alliance with them niggas. He was
one of them.
That's what I'm saying. I think it wasn't Xerxes who Hannibal bended the knee to. His name like Chambers or some shit like that. That's who Hannibal bended the knee to, because they was in
Xerxes, man.
Persia was running through everything. They got the Rome.
Nigga, that stop with some high hills, nigga, and Memphis for the track. That shit is real out there, bro.
Them pilgrimages was real back in the day.
Yeah, nigga.
Shit lasts 100 years. I'm trying to tell you. They motherfuckers be at war for 100 years.
You know who else was kind of ill, though? Even though they ain't last long?
Who?
Well, they was alright.
Yeah.
They had this weak-ass symbol. You ever look it up? They got the same weak-ass symbol on all their shields. They never changed it. I think for sure it was like a dirty culture.
You know, I don't fuck with them. I fuck with the Vikings. The Vikings
yeah.
Simpler, man.
Oh, yeah.
No rat.
I respect them, dog. That's why I'll be that mad when you be talking about them people. But
and they ain't want to be down with the Moors.
Mm-hmm.
The Moors came in with all their gold and fancy shit, and the Romans said, we don't want to be Vikings no more, we want to be Greeks.
Yeah.
That's basically what they did.
France and shit.
Yeah. We want to be philosophizers, and we want to be advisors, and we want to be...
That was really soft. They just ain't know no better at first.
They had the area on smash.
Yeah, they were soft. It just the initial assault was vicious.
The Phoenicians and the Etruscans, you talking about when the black people were still running shit.
Yeah, they was evil soft too, bro. They was evil soft, bro.
Well, you got to remember what we talked about earlier. When you go to a place and they outnumber you like that, it's not really... Like, black folks came bearing gifts, and because they was better off than white folks accepted the hand. Then once white folks knew what black folks had knew, they felt as though they ain't need black folks no more. So,
yeah, they was doing the Coliseums and stuff and drinking that wine. Right. They was the first ones doing that.
Right. I mean, the black folks, they entertained all that shit, but they got scrolls.
With the toga.
Yeah, they got scrolls written.
Mm-hmm.
They got scrolls written about how...
For sure, that's how they look.
About how them motherfuckers kicked the blacks out and shit like that. How they saw the fucking the snakes.
Nah, they were the blacks. They were for sure the blacks.
Who? The Romans?
The Etruscans. Oh yeah. You talking like that? Yeah.
Nah, the Romans wasn't black. Some Romans was black, but they was more white than black.
I mean, the BBC tell you that. I thought, damn.
Nah, that ain't what BBC tell
you. You back in town, bro.
Bro, the Romans was...
The boys was back.
Oh, God, this nigga...
Their middle name was... in the beginning, most of their middle name was nigga.
Paco, why you can't believe? I'm throwing these figures out.
I'm not saying it's most of them. Listen to me. I'm not saying it. These societies, some of them was mixed, bro.
I understand that, but what
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you who ran the shit.
The Moors, right. When the Moors did run it. But after a certain point, The white folks kicked the Moors out. See, when the Moors,
Caesar cut back. Yeah, Caesar did them dirt.
It was before Caesar. The white folks,
yeah, maybe.
When the white folks come in,
There still was some in the government though. Caesar cleaned it up.
When the Moors come in, white folks ain't living like they living now. They living more in a Viking era without metal. Imagine it like that. They living like Vikings, but they don't have they haven't hit the Bronze Age. Ain't hit them yet. They not making what we making because they don't know how. So in 711 BC, black people we would call Moors. They go into there and they find these folks and they show them how to build the way they was built.
Some dudes was playing ice hockey in Canada, dog.
But you're talking about somebody different. Now you're talking about Eric the Red's story.
I'm talking about some Viking mixture ass cats. They wasn't far.
Vikings, but what I'm explaining to you is Vikings was all over motherfucking Europe.
They all over the north side, yeah.
Nah, but all Europeans don't come from one place. It's the same thing like it was over there in Asia.
They seemed like they were separated, yeah.
They was separated between the areas they lived in and the black folks that they mixed with. The Moors was not the only black people to go into Europe. They just was the first.
Yeah.
So once the word spread that new land had been founded, the same way they got across the Bering Strait, new land showed up because ice was melting in the north. A glacial freezing period was now over. And the thing that had made this place ice for 10,000 years was done. For 10,000 years, the whole northern hemisphere, whether you're talking about parts of North Africa, all of Europe, parts of North Asia, North America, Canada, all this shit was cold as hell. All this shit was frozen over. That's what killed out certain species of animals in America. It was the weather.
Yeah.
The harsh temperature and the switcher temperature. Some things had been living in that temperature forever, and when it switched, what they ate no longer existed.
You see the temperature switching now?
Yes.
You think the melanin in your body can handle it?
Yeah, because my people, before I come into existence, have been all over this earth. See,
you good. I'm good. You good.
That's why I don't get sunburned like some of the newer people do. Because my ancestors, before they made me, had been in multiple different places of the world. So what I'm saying is I come from something that's been battle tested, something that was able to create different versions of itself. That's where I come from, the black man. Once he leaves, he goes everywhere and creates different versions of himself due to who he encountered when he got to these places.
To be the original, absolutely.
Absolutely, and I'm a version of that. My specific version is known to have white in it. It's also known to sometimes have Native American in it. So what I'm explaining to you is I do understand by looking at myself in any mirror that I'm going to be probably twice as much or 3 times as much.
So how does that take you to the Congo all of a sudden?
It doesn't take me to the Congo. It just lets me know that because I'm a black man, that I'm part of a lineage, a descendancy that goes back to the beginning. Now, me, myself, and my family here in America, we can't say we go back to the beginning unless we find out who we were before we got here. If we can find that out, then we could possibly trace that group of people back as far as they go. Are they Khoisan, who some will argue are the first people? Are they Nilotic, who others will argue are the first people? I can look at my skin, but I can't speak on all my ancestors. So that's why I'm saying.
I can only speak on the ones I know. So.
And that's my whole point. And like I said, no matter how I do it, as long as I learn all the different people's story here, as the group, not the individual, just the groups.
And I try to honor the billion ones that came before me on the soil.
I mean, but I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying, me personally, I want to get rich and go home. That's all. I just want to go to a place when people are...
You want to go to Africa?
Absolutely.
Basically.
Absolutely.
You want to take a trip?
I want to live there.
To what they call the motherland?
I want to live there. I want to live...
In Libya? Or... I'm not even going to play like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I want to live...
I'm sorry. I wouldn't even play like that. Nah, bro.
I want to live in Tanzania.
No.
Me personally.
Where?
Tanzania, or Tanzania, some people call it. Pronunciation is key.
And not the joint with the Darfur joint, not Darfur, we all cry in October, April or something, that joint, Rwanda, yeah.
No, I don't want to live in Rwanda. I want to live in Tanzania personally. I saw a house on the beach that had 5 bedrooms for $185,000.
Nigeria, correct?
Yeah, but too many people there.
Kenya?
I mean, I wouldn't have no problem with Kenya.
I
like Kenya.
I think I'll be fine there. I think I'll be cool in Rwanda, but once I see something, I'm out.
I think so too.
You scared, bro? See how it is, yo. I'm gonna have to chill, yo, man.
Why you saying that? Because of Hotel Rwanda?
Yeah, that movie, whoa, man. See, don't remind me of that John dog. I'm talking about now, and you telling me about some other stuff, man. The Tutsis and the Woochies, bro? Nah.
That was all out warfare, nigga. That was all out warfare.
That wasn't right, bro.
Nah, I wasn't. Well, not.
And my boy down here just was visiting, too. This is, nah, bro.
Yeah. He stepped in the middle of some shit.
No South African nothing, nigga. I don't want to get treated.
Never. That's the last place I'm going. Never. I'm not going to fucking Africa and living around a bunch of white folks.
Man, my would be defeated, and then I'll probably go home.
I'm not doing that. That'd be defeated. Yeah. Stay here for that.
Yeah, for real.
Stay here for that. Like,
not in Central, right? Not in Central.
I don't think so. It's so many countries in Central. I'm looking at
the Dominican Republic. What is it called?
Oh, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah, that joint.
Nah.
Oh, I guess that's Congo.
Yeah.
And what about Sudan?
Nah, not for me.
You don't want to go to Middle East now? Oh, you don't want to go Middle East?
No, I don't want to be over there. They too strict.
Ethiopia?
I can fuck with Ethiopia.
I guess I can. I'm kind of scared. I'll be scared.
Nah, it's one part that's fucked up, and the other half is like, I think I'm not sure, but I think the north side is the side where they be beefing from time to time, and they be poor shit.
They just battle tested. I don't want them to show me they battle tested.
The south side is popping though. I think South Ethiopia, I think they got like two different. I want to say I think they got the same government, but I think they feel like two different.
So we kind of down to 10% of Africa right now.
Nuh-uh. It's like 50-something.
Where else we going? We going to Pearl Island or Ghana? Whoa.
50-something fucking. You can go to Morocco. You can go to fucking Ghana. You can go to
Ghana. Are you serious? I'm scared of there. Never.
You can go to Guinea.
Never.
You can go to Tanzania. You can go to Liberia. You can go to fucking
Nah, you can go to Liberia. They cool. They cool folks, man.
You can go to what's the name too?
That's where I'm at.
You can go to what's the name too? Nambia.
They your folks down there in Liberia, man. They your niggas.
You can go to Nambia too.
Nambia? Yeah. I don't know them people.
See, you ain't paying attention.
Nah, I'm always going to Liberia. That's where my people is, man. And I met them, and they the coolest motherfuckers I done ever met.
It's like
I'm telling you facts. They the coolest motherfuckers I ever met. Period. Liberians.
Man.
For facts. For super facts.
Shout out to Woe Maya. Woe Maya. I want y'all to, everybody, if you hear this, go on YouTube and look up Woe Maya. What Woe Maya is doing is a fucking service for black people who ain't from Africa. I'm going to tell y'all why I say that. I'm going to tell you why I say that. He go around different countries in Africa, and he talk to people that's there. Not only do he talk to people that's there, he make it a point to talk to people who are from America or dress or look like they from America. He asks Africans what they know about Africa, and he asks Americans who are in Africa what they think of Africa, and they all tell you it's the most beautiful place they ever been in their life. Every last one of them tell you that. They tell you it's nothing like it, and they ain't never seen nothing like it. You know why? Because that is paradise. Think about this, y'all. If the people wasn't fighting and or the people wasn't poor, and we know that usually poverty leads to warfare, I want y'all to realize something. It's a place where people is fighting. And
what were we at, 15%? Would you move to 15%, anything under 15% of that continent? That's what I was just asking you. Cause
I'm
listen.
I'm just saying I don't know.
I would have found a ways for you if you moved to Liberia because Liberia is different and then people treat you better than people here. And I'm going to tell you that if y'all ever want to move to Africa. I'm telling y'all the truth. If you ever want to move to Africa, not Liberia, was it Liberia, right? What's the one that we shouldn't go to? Liberia?
Libya.
All right, so Liberia. Liberia, I swear to God, every time they open the door for me, they either was cooking, they talk to you.
Listen, my black folks, I need y'all to hear me for 2 seconds. My black folks.
They let me in their house and said, do what the hell you want to do. And this is more than one family, bro.
I need y'all to hear me. Listen, if you black, you gonna understand where I'm coming from. In Nigeria, they got 206 million people. In Ethiopia, they got 114 million people. In Egypt, they got 102 million people. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, they got 89 million people. In Tanzania, they got 59 people. 59 million people in Tanzania. 59 million people in South Africa. 53 million people in Kenya. 45 million people in Uganda. 43 million people in Algeria. 43 million people in the Sudan. 36 million people in Morocco. 32 million people in Angola. 31 million people in Mozambique. 31 million people in Ghana. 27 million in Madagascar. 26 in Cameroon.
Some of them people hurt you, bro.
Nah, and some of them will love you, nigga.
I said go to Liberia.
See, Rwanda,
I said that to you.
Rwanda got 12 million people in it. Places like Benin and Burundi, they got about 12 million people. Tunisia got 11 million people. Togo got 8 million. Sierra Leone only got 7 million. Libya got 6 million. Congo got 5. Liberia got 5. Central African Republic got 4. You can go to places like Eritrea where there's only 3 million people there. But I'm sure it's expensive.
I wouldn't go there neither.
What? Me neither. I wouldn't either. Not with my skin complexion.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do it. I'll go to Zambia. There's 2 million people in Zambia.
Say it again, Zambia?
Zambia.
I don't know about that yet. I do know the area.
It's another one called Gambia. You got Botswana.
Yeah.
You got
I don't know about either one.
You got Gabon. You got Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau got 1.9 million people in it. Djibouti got 988,000 people in it.
I might do that.
Cabo Verde got 550. The most Seychelles got 98,000 people in it. In Seychelles, Africa. You know it's going to cost you an arm and a fucking leg.
I'm only moving to Libya where they proving to be cool with me. That's where I'm going.
I'm telling you, I'm going. Mine is number 5 on the list. Tanzania, 59,734,218 people, and I found a joint, like I said, on the beach. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, $185,000. You can't get a house in my hometown for $185,000. So if I can get a 5-bedroom on the beach with 3 bathrooms. What? And I'm surrounded by black motherfuckers. Listen, that's the place to be, y'all.
If you think that's any different, all right.
And it's much different.
Some of them cats.
It's much different because I don't care what nobody say. Black folks.
It's different, yeah.
The one thing, nobody can group black folks and white folks all in the same group. But what I'm gonna tell you about black folks is,
you know, I went to an island Motel 6 and they compromised my credit card that was owned by Caribbeans.
So what? Caribbeans ain't. That's not the Caribbean is not Africa. What's your point?
Hmm?
What's your point? The Caribbean is not Africa. What is your point?
I'm saying the cameras everywhere is all I'm saying.
It is cameras.
That's it.
It is cameras everywhere. But the point of the story is, it ain't no place in Africa if you black. That's all I'm saying. That's not a knock against white folks. That's not a knock against Asian people or any form of Mongoloids or any form of Caucasoid. That's just saying that if you black or brown, the place that got the most black or brown people on earth, there is a place there for you.
I got love for all my American folks on the island. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes we bump heads and shit. Even the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, the Hawaiians, shit, the Native Americans. That's where we at right now,
I'm gonna say
bro.
one thing about Jamaican people that I ain't saying Jamaican people in whole. I'm saying Jamaican people who do this one thing I'm about to say. Listen, and this goes to anybody who's Jamaican who claiming you a Rastafarian, right? You do understand that the religion of Rastafarianism is predicated on going back to Africa, right?
To Ethiopia, yeah.
So if Selassie is saying that y'all going back to Africa, right? He's saying that y'all came from Africa. So stop saying you're Rastafarian, but you're not African. Because the damn religion says that your goal is to get back to where you came from. That's what that's what the religion says.
I think they created their own little thing together about this Rastafarianism.
But that's the same thing. That's how you know motherfuckers ain't religious. Because how you gonna take the Bible and say, oh, you gotta interpret it a certain way? Why can't I just
that's what they doing.
Why can't I just read the fucking pages and say, oh, if God said this, I'm gonna follow it?
I got high respect for Selassie, Haile Selassie.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying for Rastafarians, if you Rastafarian, stop saying you're not African. Your nationality is Jamaican.
I didn't say I was none of that.
I didn't say you was, but I'm talking to a different group of people right now. I'm talking. They know who they are. They walk around with colors on, saying that they Rastafarians and shit. Rastafari, 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 and they try to talk in an accent that's not even their own. Some of them. My point is this: the ones who saying that they Rastafarians, stop saying that you're not African, because those two things can't exist. If you saying you Rastafarian, the religion states that y'all are going back to Africa. That means y'all.
I thought he just showed you the connection between both.
The religion is predicated on going back to Africa. That Rastafarianism is predicated on going back to Africa. Just read.
I'm gonna say it again. Ain't you to me like the Ethiopians? Ain't that what it says in the Bible?
Say what?
Ain't you to me like the Ethiopians? That includes me, you. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
Ethiopians ain't no mystical group of Africans. That's just another group of Africans. You understand that they're related to other people in Africa too. So therefore, you come from.
Says you, right?
Says genetics. Genetics say that all motherfucking North Africans.
So they the same as everybody else over there?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you said to say.
That's not what I'm saying.
You just said that.
No, I didn't. I said that other Africans, not all of them, but certain Africans in certain parts of Africa, usually in North Africa, these people are linked to a group of people called the Khoisan people. Now, if you are Khoisan...
Didn't I tell you that and you said they wasn't? Never mind, man. You be all over my information. You said they wasn't the first, and you said there was some black people like last year.
I didn't just say they was the first now. I didn't just say that they were the first now. What I just said was that North Africans, as a whole, which trickled into the Middle East. But anyway, I ain't gonna get sidetracked. North Africans, they are saying the original inhabitants of North Africa come from Khoisan people. So my point is this: if the inhabitants of North Africa from the west coast to the east coast is literal with Khoisan, that would mean that Ethiopians are connected to people who live outside of Ethiopia. On top of that, we can remember that Ethiopia as a kingdom was much larger than Ethiopia as a country. The country is the remnants of what used to be the kingdom. There are places in Africa right next to Ethiopia that have other names today that used to be Ethiopia, the kingdom. So my point is this: Ethiopia, whether it's the right name or the wrong name, what y'all have to understand is that black people in North Africa and black people in the southern and I want to say southeastern parts of Africa, well, just the whole southern part of Africa, they're not directly, they didn't populate the same groups of people. Even though due to warfare and enslavement and just people migrating, they have Nilotic people in the north and they had Khoisan people in the south.
Not there.
So y'all have to remember that it's not just one African person.
Yeah, I hear a little bit.
Multiple African people, y'all.
Yeah, but y'all that this black dude, man, I need to get something to drink.
Every time you try me, man. You do it to yourself every time you try it. I know my stuff. If I don't know my stuff,
Nah, it's all my information I'm sitting here and spewing. I'm fine.
I mean,
I'm just sitting back listening to you. Spit my stuff.
At the beginning of the conversation, you said black folks ain't come from Africa, so, and it's recorded, so.
Yeah. You gonna hear who taught you about the Sankoi people, the Truskins, the Japanese, the samurai, the Shido, the shinobi,
You taught me about it because you mentioned it, and I didn't think that it held any validity in any of my arguments.
You told me back in the day some dudes were dressed up in black on that thing.
But it wasn't even that long ago. It wasn't even that long ago.
Now, if you said in the 1500s, then I would have believed you in the first place.
What, the ninjas?
Yeah.
15th century, yeah.
Right. I'm not going to dispute that. I don't know enough about stuff like that.
I mean, I just know, the only thing I ever knew about ninja in my whole life, other than the shit they put in movies, is that ninja was a covert government agency, dog. That's the way it was.
That's my favorite thing to even study, and it's not that that's never happening with the government. In my opinion, that's called a spy, bro.
But that's your opinion. That's not what the definition of a spy is.
It's not the definition of a ninja.
Yes, it is.
That's not what it is.
If you work for the Japanese government at that time, by definition, you were a ninja. That's the point. Just like a samurai. If you weren't in Japan during the time
they were supposed to be after them. They were supposed to be after them.
But we just established that they are after them. Huh? I can't hear you.
You saying they attack as a unit, though, like an army unit or something?
I never said that.
But if they worked up, I'm confused again.
I said that they were trained to attack silently, quiet killers.
Government contract killers, right?
Yeah, they actually paid them.
I never heard that kind of thing. Maybe Snake Eye or like. Cobra ain't no government though. Like
Japan was a government.
I never heard that.
But Japan was a government. Japan.
And none of them never worked for them folks.
They did work for the Japanese government. Yes, they did. That's the only time. That's the first time in history they ever had employment. Was from the Japanese government. They never ever had any form of employment in their life before the Japanese government gave them employment, cuz. So there's not even, so you can't even say there's evidence that they themselves exist until they were created when they were employed by the government.
Well, samurais existed, and the first samurai was named Shakanan Yu Tamoro. That's the facts. That's our facts. You feel me? I don't know where your facts come from. And his dad name was Gun Moram. There you go.
Of the Tang Dynasty, correct?
What's their dynasty called? I don't know. I just know that there was a bunch of big ass Africans. That's the niggas.
I don't think it was that big, huh?
Huh?
I don't think it was that big.
They were Shogun, the first Shogun. I guess that was the first samurai.
No.
The code of the samurai is Bushido.
Right.
The way of the warrior.
That's the word, and that's the Japanese word for samurai.
Yeah, I mean way of the warrior. Bushido.
Okay.
Bushi.
And what do ninjutsu mean?
Ninjutsu, I keep telling you, I did look that up. I can't find it right away, but it's actually, it came about maybe the beginning of the 1800s, maybe 1900s.
15th century. 15th century.
I'm gonna tell you about some real people, man. The ruler of China, the black bull Hominids, the ruler of India, the black king Buddhist, black king of Shaka, Ashoka. Ashoka. Go look up King Ashoka, the king of India, the king of Kush. And I'm telling you about real people. I ain't telling you about nothing fake, bro.
It's talking fake when you call India Kush.
That's what it is. Actually, that's what it was.
No, it's not.
There wasn't no such thing as Ethiopian. None of that stuff. It was all Kush.
No, it was a place called Kush back then in Africa.
Nah, that all was considered Kush. That Ethiopia, Eritrea, all that. Sudan, all that.
That don't have nothing to do with India.
Nah, that was the same thing. There was no distinction.
The kingdom of Kush was in Nubia.
Yeah, ain't that what I think I normally say that, but Nubia is pretty much Ethiopia. I mean, I know you might look at a map and say a little piece of Ethiopia. I mean, Nubia next to Ethiopia or something, but that's just not what it was. You know, Empire of Ethiopia got kind of small over the years, you feel me?
I just said that 15 minutes ago.
I'm just telling you the truth about these places, man. Buddha was in India, and they got a rich-ass family, and, you know, it was the dad lose back then, and he said, I'm good. I'm going to take pop money, you know what I'm saying? Give it up.
So, I just want to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think that your people and your lineage came in the, what's the name? I want you to know that black folks originate from Morocco. So you will come once they get to the other side of the continent.
I mean, that's them bones you keep talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't never heard they came from Morocco or nothing.
You ain't never heard that the oldest human bones found on Earth is in Morocco?
I heard what you said about the bones, yeah.
But it ain't what I said. It's what they dated them the same way they dated all the other bones.
That don't mean that's the first place. That just mean they need to find some more bones to me.
Well, the closest thing they ever found, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, is in Greece. It's like 218,000 years old.
I don't coincide with that, not believing, but...
And what's funny is that it was found in the same cave as a Neanderthal that was dated back to like 180,000 years.
That's pretty disgusting. But I don't know.
But why would it be disgusting when they ain't have as many people on the planet as you did? You get all these different selections to pick from. They didn't have that. So
who didn't have it?
The people in Morocco. When they stepped
didn't have what?
When they stepped out of Morocco, they didn't know nothing about nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
I can go back far, but I can't go back that far, bro.
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have to. You're just using what they call process of elimination.
I'm telling you what people wrote books and scientific articles.
I'm just talking about archaeological evidence.
And most books ain't right. Don't believe books. Like, I'm going to tell you that now. This ain't this is 1900, bro. This is 2000. Don't believe in them books.
They still haven't found anything older. So what's your point?
I mean, it's a skull that they found. They going to find another one some other day.
Paco, they ain't find no fucking skull.
I mean, they going to find some more people then.
What I'm saying is they found eight different motherfuckers.
Why you think that's the end all be all? You think that's it? That's it. Let's wrap it up. Don't look for nothing else.
It shows a pattern. Just like when we was reading that article earlier, and they said that the common theory is that the people who come from Australia, the black people in Australia and Asia, and they didn't leave Africa, their ancestors didn't leave Africa to 80,000, 50,000 years ago. So they saying these other people was around a lot longer. And these other people was around in Morocco 300,000 years ago. The point you must understand is they were not alone.
Probably the people I told you about, but go ahead.
What I'm saying is they were not alone. When they left, they didn't have all these Homo sapiens, modern day humans, where everybody say, "Oh, we all one race because we all know the same shit." They didn't.
I told you.
They didn't think that way back then.
They was different type of humans. That I do believe. I do believe there's a couple different types.
So why don't you believe that any black people or white people or whatever mix with them?
Because I don't think they was that different than you be acting. I think all the Davidian and
that. They are different because they listen.
But what do they look like? Is it Yoda
like
or
us? They just look like, it's like the difference between when a motherfucker asks you, what does a lion and a tiger look like? They're very similar.
You never gave me no descriptions.
But because I can't give you a description of what they look like when all they found is bones.
I mean, somebody can draw something up for me.
How
right?
can they draw? Yeah, and I told you they have reconstructions, but I don't know how accurate they are. And if they make them look primitive because of the age in which they were around, I don't fucking know. I don't make the pictures. Only thing I can tell you is that people have found the bones. Just like you said earlier, the Peking man. You do understand the Peking man is not us.
I mean, I don't trust nothing they say. They said they don't even know about bull.
They found it.
They said even the people said they don't know about bull, but
they do know
some
what he
kind
is.
of dude. Maybe not.
They do know what he is, man.
I think the bull kind of was around. I'm just saying what they saying. They was lying at first, but yeah. I'm telling you the truth.
So the Peking man, Homo erectus.
They said they came from, after that they just said they came from the Sandcourt people. They was bugging out, you know what I'm saying?
Homo erectus pekinensis, formerly known by the junior synonym Synthropus pekinensis, is a group of fossil specimens of Homo erectus. All right, so basically that's what it is. So now that I read that, it say the Peking man is a specimen of Homo erectus. Homo erectus, if anybody who hears this don't know, Homo erectus is the ancestor in which modern-day humans, which is Homo sapiens, Homo neanderthalis, and Denisovans.
Is it the one, when they said that Turk and then the monkey turned to a human, like which one is it? The third one behind the last bull?
Well, you do the math. If they saying that Homo sapiens was in Morocco 300,000 years ago, this man's specimen is 750,000 years. So if you think in 450,000 years he went from a fucking monkey to us, upright walking man,
that's what I'm hearing.
That's not what you're hearing. Because Homo erectus is Homo erectus before us, before Neanderthals and Denisovans, was the most evolved humanoid on the planet. So remember, he was around with other things that we never encountered. He was around with other hominids that we never encountered. But what we can't do, y'all, is mix the timeline.
But can they tell us there's one part like a monkey and like a human?
None of his forms is like a monkey, because he's not a monkey. He was never a monkey. His oldest ancestor.
Did he look like that boy from Doom Patrol with a T-Rex on his neck and some corn on his? Like, I don't know, man. Wow. I swear to God, bro.
No,
I don't know what that nigga looked like.
He had the same exact. He had the same exact physiology as you. Physically, he had 2 arms. He had 2 legs.